What's up, guys? This is Chris with BenhamBaseballCards.com. I unexpectedly sold something for a buddy of mine. He had a kayak that he didn't want anymore, so I sold it and I made $100 profit on it. I made him his money, and then I made $100 more for myself for selling it. So I spoiled myself, just like I told you guys earlier. I mean, just as impulsive as it is, unexpectedly, I had a pretty good sized chunk of money come in that I didn't expect, and now that I have a job, I decided to get four blasters of this Ginter because I can use the singles, and it's something I could get quickly running down to Target. But I know a lot of people want to see the Ginters back on the site, and I just only have one or two blasters worth of it. Now I had a bunch of retail packs worth of it, so I'm gonna start busting these open just one at a time, one box at a time, and I'll just record the whole thing with one video, and we'll see where it gets us. I'll chop it up as much as I need to in pieces. Donovan, some kind of a champion basketball coach and player, women's coach, I'm sure. Lance Berkman, Josh Johnson, Kyle Blanks, Hideki Matsui Mini. It's kind of off-center though. You can see how the top barely has any border left, and this one got a pretty good fat border on the bottom. And you can also notice that on the back side, how the stats are a lot closer to this edge, and there's a big gap over here on this edge. So you guys can see that. But it's still a Matsui card. I'm sure somebody will still want it somehow. I mean, I can't give up expensive Ginter cards like this just because of something like that. That's why I show you guys the stuff on the video, so you see and you know it's like that. Poser. I think he's the domino guy. Yeah, domino's toppled. Javier Vazquez, Giovanni Gallardo, Nick Johnson, the world's biggest tree. Really? It's a General Sherman tree. I'm guessing it's in California somewhere. Yep. We'll keep the minis off to the side here. BJ Upton is the This Day in History card. I didn't even say who this one was. Hanley Ramirez, This Day in History. Drew Brees, Chris Carpenter, Adam Jones, Clay Buchholz, Teasley, A&G back, Ron Teasley from the Negro Leagues. That's actually a nice little card, and that one's perfectly centered, so that's good to know that not all of them are going to be that way. Jimmy Rollins is the This Day in History card. Sacagawea, Sparks, Jordan Sparks, the pop singer girl. That's pretty bad that I can't get a baseball card as a baseball enthusiast, but some girl that probably doesn't give any care in the world about baseball gets her own baseball card. Derek Lowe, Aaron Cook, the Crack the Code thing. There were a couple people that were asking me about that. I'll go through the rest of these. Wordsmiths, Victor Hugo from France is the Wordsmith mini card, number WGWS6. And Andrew McCutcheon is the This Day in History card. I do not know, I don't even begin to know how to crack the Allen Ginter code. I don't really even care to bother with it because it's going to take so much thought to try to figure out. I'm not a real big code cipher or decoder, deciphering guy. I'm not a code cracker. I like puzzles and all, but there's a limit to how much I like that much of a challenge. I mean, that's just stupid. The guy who did it a couple of years ago, the prize was he got his own baseball card, and I'm sure there was some kind of other prize in there, but he got his own baseball card, so to get something like that as the prize, it's going to have to be a pretty hard challenge. Sailors of the Seven Seas, this one is Sir Francis Drake. Sailors of the Seven Seas mini. Strange, Lincecum, Hamels, Torrey Hunter, and Alex Rodriguez, This Day in History. A-Rod. Johnny Damon in a Tigers uniform. Curtis Granderson in a Yankees uniform. Now there you go, back in completely reversed. Damon Tigers, Granderson Yankees. Ryan Ludwig, Adam Lind, and Johnny Cueto. Black border, number 98, so it's got a number on it. And Carlos Gonzalez, This Day in History. Duckett, I'm guessing Negro Leagues as well as the other one. Yep, Milan Duckett. It could be Milan, but his last name is Duckett for sure. Bartlett. Jason Bartlett, John Lackey. Got the, I'm guessing that is a, man, I can't think for nothing right now. It's after midnight here right now. My wife and I just went and watched a movie, so my schedule's a little thrown off because I'm trying to get myself back on the right track. This is the highlight sketches. They call them baseball sketches this year, but last year they were highlight sketches. Another crack the code thing. Lords of Olympus, the Muses. Some kind of Greek mythology thing. And Jason Hayward, This Day in History. I know everybody gets hyped up about Hayward and Strasburg cards, but pulling the easy ones aren't really anything to get hyped up about. You pull a Hayward and Strasburg jersey, then you can start jumping up and down. Trevor Hoffman, Zach Greinke, Ryan Dempster, Josh Hamilton, Aaron Rowan Mini has a number, and Aaron Hill, This Day in History. I'm going to go back over these minis real quick since that was the last pack. That one has a number. That's an A&G bag. World's Biggest. Wordsmiths. 7 C's. Muses. Yeah, so all my minis, my regular minis have numbers on them, so they're not the parallel. They're just regular. I got one A&G back, and I got one black border. So let's move on into the next box. I guess I should cut these all open ahead of time. Could have saved myself some time. And I should have, by the time I post these videos, I won't post them tonight. By the time I do post them, I should have all the cards in the site first. We'll go to church in the morning, tomorrow morning, Sunday. So we'll go to church, and we probably won't be home till early afternoon. So it'll be later tomorrow before I get them all posted. Jimmy Rollins, Donovan again, and I don't know why the revolving door got a baseball card. Again, I'm a normal human being. I could get a baseball card for being a baseball card enthusiast and trying to help change the hobby before the revolving door should get a baseball card. That's ridiculous. Kelly Johnson, Brad Hop Mini, A&G back, and Alfonso Soriano, This Day in History, and I got a retail checklist. There's 4 of them, apparently, according to the numbers that it says on top. Carlos Ruiz, Matt Holliday, Kevin Kuzminoff, sketches, Chase Utley. I like the sketches. Real colorful, real bright and colorful. I like that a lot. Sir Walter Raleigh, Sailors of the 7 Seas. So I've gotten 2 Sailor cards now. And Josh Johnson, This Day in History. Seems kind of chintzy with how many cards you get in each pack. I debated on whether I should get these boxes or if I should just wait and make a big order of cards, but I just want to get some card videos posted for you guys. I know you guys really like to see them, and since I got a job, I really want to keep going. Justin Verlander, Brian Roberts, Poser again, the domino guy, Orlando Cabrera, Josh Willingham, black border, Verlander, This Day in History. Still not even at 10 minutes because I haven't wasted a bunch of time talking as much as normal. Chris Johnson, rookie card. James Shields. Ivan Rodriguez. Or Ivan. Chris Coughlin. Another code card thing. advertisement card, not a real code card. Lords of Olympus. Matter of fact, I don't have any code cards. I haven't pulled any code cards yet at all, so I'm wondering what may be going on. Lords of Olympus Athena is the Lord's card. Griffey Jr., This Day in History. I'm hoping that this angle of the camera that I have it at right now is a little bit better than what I had it before. I'm still trying to work with that lighting issue, but it still looks like you guys can see these pretty well. Let's try one more thing here. Tilt this light this way, and then it's right here in front of me, and then when I do this, you guys can still see stuff. Nice lighting. Drew Brees, Josh Willingham, Randy Wolf, Roy Oswalt, Michael Kadire, Mini, A&G back, and Jim Thome. Jim Thome is the This Day in History card. So far, just simple base and simple insert cards, nothing spectacular. Pittman, Preston Pittman, the hunter guy, turkey caller or something like that. Alexei Ramirez, David DeJesus, Tommy Hansen, and the Gray Wolf. It says Turkey. I'm guessing the country of Turkey is famous for the Gray Wolf, but I thought it was more Canada. Shows how much I know about the animals in the area. Andre Ethier. I guess if I was an animal guy, I probably wouldn't be selling cards online. I'd probably be on nationalgeographic.com every day trying to see what I could read up. Dan Runzler rookie card. Victor Martinez. Mark Reynolds. I'm still confused on Casey McGee. They say Casey McGee is his name, but it's actually spelled McGahee. But it doesn't use an A for that first E by the G. There's no sense. If it's just McGee, then just put MCGEE. I don't understand why you got to have the EHEE in there. But it is his name. I spell my name all crazy and funny, and we really can't blame ourselves. We got to blame our parents for it, if there is any blame. Bobby Abreu is the mini regular with a number on the back, 315. Billy Butler is the This Day in History card. Oh wow, that's nice. My mini card is on the front here, unless it's something spectacular, but it really feels like a mini, so it didn't get put in the middle like normal. It is damaged. Monsters of the Mesozoic. Pentaceratops. But that is junk. That is no good to me because it is completely destroyed. And yeah, it was the mini for this pack, so that's really not cool. Yeah, I guess you could still see those. Carl Crawford, Miguel Cabrera, David Blaine gets his own baseball card. Ivan Rodriguez and Jay Bruce. Alright, I already sliced all these up, so we'll keep going as long as I don't run out of battery power. That's the only thing that'll stop this video. We'll get these open and then probably retire for the night. Get up in the morning, get ready for church, and I'll go ahead and bust both of these open so I'm ready to go. Get ready for church in the morning, go to church, and hang out a little while after and visit with people, because church is actually about 40 minutes away, but it's a really good church. You can really feel God's presence down there, so we enjoy going that far to get a better feeling of God's presence in the church. It just makes us feel a lot better. It makes us feel like we're doing the right thing more than a normal everyday church. Flores, Michael Moore, Adam Moore rookie card, Drew Stubbs rookie card, Grady Sizemore, Ben Sheets mini A&G back, and Brian Roberts This Day in History.